Have you been looking for a wonderful place to live in Northeast Georgia, but nothing's quite up to par? Maybe one of the 3 different golf course communities is going to be the perfect fit for you today as we go look and see what some of the options are in beautiful Northeast Georgia in some of the best golf and country club communities in the area. How's it going? My name is Winston Gibbs with the Living in Northeast Georgia channel. I'm here to tell you everything there is to know about the entertainment, the lifestyle, the recreation, and the real estate from the metro area of Atlanta all the way up to Lake Hartwell and everything in between. I love golf, and so I want to highlight some of the best golf communities there are in Northeast Georgia. Behind me, we are standing in front of the winery at Château Élan, the world famous winery. All around me, there's great vineyards everywhere. They have beautiful spas. It is a true gem of Northeast Georgia, and the real estate around here is absolutely incredible. Now, while Château Élan may be a little bit higher on the budget, and you're a big golfer, or you want your wife to experience or your partner to experience the wonderful thing that come with golf course living, I'm going to show you a couple of those great options today. So make sure you hit the button to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, and we're going to go check out some properties right now. Okay, so for our first stop, we're coming to Traditions Golf and Country Club, and the neighborhood is called the Traditions of Braselton. But don't let that confuse you, because we're actually in the city of Jefferson, Georgia, which is located in Jackson County. But I've played this golf course many times, and it is a beautiful course, very challenging, and the community has so much to offer. Behind us is this house, which was built in 2019. Beautiful craftsman house. The interior is just as fabulous, a great mix of classic and modern designs. It's absolutely stunning. But this house has 6 bedrooms. I can't even get another finger up because there's so many bedrooms. There's 3 full baths and there's 1 half bath. And the backyard is fenced in, and it sits on the course, which is really cool. If you're a guy like me, you can run out there in the late evenings, and you may get in trouble for it, but maybe chip and putt or just play around. Or it's going to be easy to get up to the clubhouse and schedule a time to go play. I've seen people driving their golf carts through here. It's a very family-friendly neighborhood. Part of that family friendliness comes with the other things that the HOA has a part of it, which it is a paid option. But you have an Olympic-sized swimming pool. You have tons of tennis and pickleball courts. There's a fitness center in there. There's playgrounds. It's a great area to be, and why so many families like to live in this area. Now, for the Traditions of Braselton, the other cool thing about this neighborhood is they have been developing a lot. There's about 80 houses currently on the market in this neighborhood, because it is a very, very large neighborhood, but it's a really good mix of resales, like the one behind us, and new construction homes. I saw some beautiful new constructions going up in this area, which may be an option for you if that's what you're looking for. But in this neighborhood, you have anywhere from the upper 500s all the way above $1 million. And so an average sale price in this house, or an average list price right now, is at $750,000, $740,000 to $750,000, and this house is listed at $750,000. So it just gives you an idea of what the average in this neighborhood is. If you need more, there's going to be opportunity for more. If you don't want to spend that much, or you don't need this much house, there are options for less. It's a sleepy small town feel, but you have really good access to some of the bigger cities, larger areas, to get some of the other things you need. Athens is only 30 minutes away. Gainesville is only about 30 minutes away, and Buford's only about 30 minutes away. You're going to hear that consistently as we go through the next couple of neighborhoods, but all those opportunities give you access to bigger cities with more things. But Jefferson downtown, the small town, is only about 10 minutes away, and they have tons of little cute restaurants, boutiques, coffee shops, and things to do in that area. And there's tons of grocery stores around if you're thinking, oh, it's a small town, I don't have access to basic amenities. No, you have plenty of that. It just has a slower paced feel to it. And so it's a great option. The other thing is the community spirit is very strong, very alive. There's a lot of good rivalries within the high schools here. This is in Jackson County High School, which has a brand new high school. It's awesome. It's beautiful, but they're growing like crazy. I mean, this area has been growing. The school spirit, the community spirit is strong and alive, and the Traditions at Braselton is a great option if you're looking for a golf course community in Northeast Georgia. Okay, for our second stop, we've moved over to a Reunion Golf and Country Club, and this one's located in Hall County, which is actually Flowery Branch. So although we're moving around from different communities, they're all really close proximity. But this beautiful house behind us was built in 2019, and it is almost 3,300 square feet. It's listed at $695,000. It has 4 beds, 3.5 baths, and it is awesome open concept floor plan. So But the cool thing about this house is, a lot like Traditions, Reunion Country Club is a swim tennis community. Now, one of the differences is this is also a public golf course. So if you're not a member of the course, you can still come out and play, but it has options to join, which is great for people in this community. You have access to those pools, those tennis courts, and to those different things. Now, this house is listed at $695,000. There are about 13 houses on the market in Reunion Town and Country Club right now, ranging from the upper 500s to about $750,000, $760,000, and the average price listed right now is right at $685,000. So again, like Tradition, this is your average property for sale in Reunion Golf and Country Club. You don't have as much variation, because a lot of the houses are very similar, as you'll see when we look around. A lot of the houses are similar size, similar construction. Although the neighborhood was founded in 2001, they are still doing construction in here in certain places. But you're going to see a lot more resales rather than new constructions in this neighborhood, just because of the limited space. I mentioned that we're in a different area. We've moved a little bit closer. We've moved farther west, closer towards like the Gwinnett County, Beaufort area. And so that's going to give you easier access to that. We're really close to Houston, Brazelton. It's two different cities, but they're almost like one because they're so close. There's a lot of stuff to do there. Some shopping centers, some of your bigger chain restaurant, but you also have really good options to go into town. And again, we're in Flowery Branch, which neighbors Gainesville. So Gainesville isn't far at all either. Again, the location is really good. If you look back at the video, and I know I mentioned this before, if you look back at the video that I did on the Google Maps tour, you can see kind of our proximity and where you're located and what there is going on there. So a place like this is really good. I mentioned it. It's going to be the same thing. A little bit smaller town feel, a little bit bigger than Traditions, but it still has that small town feel, a really good community vibe. Flowery Branch has a really good sports program. They have a lot of great opportunities with their students, with AP classes, with the different clubs and all those different things. So Flowery Branch has been growing tremendously, and we're right on the edge of Hall County. So the taxes are going to be a little bit cheaper than Gwinnett County, probably a touch higher than Jackson County, where we were just in with Traditions. But there's some really good benefits to being in here, and you have good golf, pickleball, tennis. This is an awesome, awesome golf neighborhood if that is what you're looking for in Northeast Georgia. All right, let's head to our last one. All right, for our last stop, we've come to Château Élan. We're actually in the Brookstone community at Château Élan, and they have so many neighborhoods around this amazing golf course in this area because it is a very large place. There's actually 3 golf courses here. The Legends course, which is fully private, their most exclusive one, the Woodlands, and then the Chateau course, which is public. Awesome community. Depending on where you're at, every single one of them is gated. And the property behind us is absolutely stunning. It is over 4,300 square feet. There's 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 2 half bathrooms, and it was finished this year, which it's brand new. You want what you get. Another super cool feature about this property is it has a 5-car garage, the only 5-car garage in all the houses over here. Now, in the Chateau neighborhoods, like I mentioned in the last 2, there's probably about 50 or so listings. You got some new construction, some resales, but the average price point is almost $1.3 million. This house is listed at $1.399 million. So this is basically your average house in the Château Élan area. They're a lot bigger, they're a lot nicer. Look at the community around me, there's gonna be a lot of similar houses. Now, one thing that may separate this one, why it's more of an average price point house, is it's not directly on the golf course. And it's not in the ones that are directly tied to the golf courses, but it is part of the Château Élan community of courses. It does come with sports memberships that are mandatory with the HOA, along with all maintenance. There's a lot of really good things about being in a community like this, and you're still within a couple of minutes drive to the golf course. You can imagine with a 5-car garage, you're probably gonna have a golf cart. You can get in, get around, and go see it. This new construction was done by DFW Ventures, Paul Davidson LLC. They do builds here. They do builds over in the Georgia Club close to the Athens area. They do a really good job, and it's absolutely stunning on the inside. One other cool thing about this house is that it's actually what's considered a reverse ranch. So as you can see, there's no driveway right here in the front. The driveways are on the back side. You open up and there's a full main level with all the living space that you need, everything you need on the main level. And there's a downstairs basement area with a second living space, multiple bedrooms, and it's like I said, it's absolutely stunning. Now, we are actually in Gwinnett County. The other properties were in Jackson County and Hall County. This feeds the Mill Creek School, which is a really fantastic school, highly rated, one of the top 25 in the Metro Atlanta area. easily in the top 100 in the state. Really good sports, really good academics, really good extracurriculars for all your kids. It's truly stunning. And then around this area, you are in Gwinnett County, so you're a little bit closer to the Beaufort, and Lawrenceville, and all that. There's a ton to do around here. I mean, within 3 minutes, there's a Publix, there's a Lowe's, there's tons of great places to eat right around here. So although, like I said, it still gives you a small town feel in an area like this, you have access to all the amenities that you need. And if you want to get something bigger, then you can go in to some of those larger communities as well. Gainesville's not far, probably 25 minutes. Athens is about 45 minutes. And then obviously you can get into the Atlanta area. So awesome property here. Truly, truly stunning. And we're about done. Let's head back up to Chateau and finish this video up. I'm curious, which one's your favorite? So I'm back where we started at the Chateau Winery and Spa. I would love to get a massage right now, maybe go enjoy a couple wonderful glasses of wine from this community. But I'm curious, which neighborhood were you most impressed with? What's in your budget? Do you want to be in a golf course community? There's so many things to look into when you're deciding what is going to be the golf course community for you. Now, there's a lot of other great subdivisions around and neighborhoods to be in that you can take in all that this wonderful town has to offer and these wonderful areas have to offer. But me, I'm biased to golf course living, and that is why we were highlighting those today. So again, my name's Winston Gibbs with the Living in Northeast Georgia channel. Here to tell you everything there is to know about the recreation, the lifestyle, the entertainment, and the real estate of Northeast Georgia. Let's go play sometime. Let's tee it up and have a great time. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications as I release more videos coming at you, telling you about the beauty of Northeast Georgia.